Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to Somerville's Veterans Memorial Arena for tonight's Division III matchup between the visiting Methuen Rangers and your Somerville Highlanders. Tonight, we honor 5 exceptional young men from the class of 2025. 4 of our players have been skating together for an entire decade, starting in Somerville youth hockey, playing in summer leagues, on travel teams, in tournaments, and on club teams together. Through their skilled play and exceptional leadership, they have led the Highlanders to 38 wins over the last 4 years, and their win on Monday night clinched a berth in the postseason tournament for the 3rd straight season. Tonight marks their final home game in a Highlander jersey. We have a special message for each of our graduating seniors. Our first senior joined the hockey team his sophomore year as team manager, but he has become so much more. From capturing unforgettable moments with his camera to boosting team spirit as our ultimate hype man and social media guru, he is always there for the boys. His dedication and energy make a lasting impact on the team, and we are grateful for everything he does. After graduation, he plans to join the Union, but before that, you can catch him on the field as a varsity lacrosse player in the spring. Accompanied by the senior class, give it up for senior team manager, Patrick Salvato! As a 4-year varsity player, our next senior recently joined the 100-point club, a tremendous achievement for a hockey player. His 20 goals and 27 assists in 17 games are career highs. He's totaled 43 goals and 65 assists for 108 points throughout his career. In his family's words, Chris, ever since you started skating at just 4 years old, we knew you had something special. Your talent, dedication, and love for the game have only grown over the years, and we couldn't be prouder of the player and person you've become. Your hard work and leadership on and off the ice are truly inspiring, and we've cherished every moment of this journey with you. As you get ready for your next adventure, know that your family is here to support, encourage, and cheer you on every step of the way. Enjoy this special night. You've earned it. We love you. Now go kick some ass. Accompanied by parents Colleen and Chris, Mackenzie, Mia, and grandparents, assistant captain of the Highlanders, senior forward number 7, Chris Casesso. Our next senior has kept the blue line steady and strong for his 4 years as a varsity player. His physical play and vision on the ice has led to a career with 17 goals, 39 assists, and 56 points. In his family's words, Seamus, it's been an incredible journey on the ice, starting with learning how to skate with my friend Shred, and on to Somerville youth hockey with squirts all the way to midgets, then club hockey and high school. In the process, you have become an amazing young man we are so proud of. Seamus is planning on going to a 4-year college and studying business. We can't wait to see what he does next. Senior defenseman number 21, Seamus Foley. Our next senior has been a dependable and passionate leader for the Highlanders, and his willingness to do whatever it takes has inspired many of his younger teammates. He has contributed to the team with strong defensive play, skill at the face-off dot, and 38 points on 21 goals and 17 assists as a 4-year varsity player. In his family's words, Timmy, this game has been a part of your life since before you can even remember. Before you could walk, you decided you belonged on the ice, that not playing was never an option. It has been an absolute privilege to watch you become the player and person you are, and to stand next to you today. Tim plans on attending a 4-year college, and we can't wait to see what the next 4 years have in store for him. Accompanied by his mother and father, Diana and Justin, and grandparents, Ellie, Teresa, and Angelo. Assistant captain of the Highlanders, senior center, number 10, Tim Jones.
Nice hustle.
Our final senior has been tenacious at both ends of the ice, notching career highs this season with an eye-popping 29 goals and 23 assists as the top-line center. His career numbers include 68 goals and 53 assists for 121 points. In his family's words, congratulations to our senior and captain, Matthew DeAngelis. Matthew has demonstrated skill, leadership, and an unwavering passion for the game. He looks forward to attending college after graduation. Best of luck and much success. Love, your #1 fans, Mom, Dad, and Chris. Accompanied by his mom and dad, Brenda and Chris, brother Chris, and grandparents, your captain of the Highlanders, senior center, number 4, Matthew DeAngelis. Please join me in congratulating these 5 young men as we wish them well in their careers after high school. Ladies and gentlemen, your Somerville class of 2025.
Amen.
Between the Methuen Rangers and your Somerville Highlanders. Tonight, as we celebrate our class of 2025, we would like to acknowledge the 8 seniors from the Methuen senior class. Number 3, Frank Murray. Number 5, Nick Semmel. Number 6, Adam Lambert. Number 9, Quinn Ronan. Number 10, Ethan Foreman. Number 11, Todd Robinson. Number 13, Captain Zach Anderson. Number 16, Captain Aiden Cashman. And Captain number 29, goaltender, Owen O'Brien. And now for the introduction of our starting lineup. First, for the visiting Methuen Rangers. Starting at left wing, and junior number 18, Will McLaren. Starting at center, as senior captain number 13, Zach Anderson. At right wing, senior number 11, Colin Robinson. On left defense, sophomore number 14, Sean Morris. On right defense, junior number 20, Elliot Perry. And in goal, senior captain number 29, Owen O'Brien. Thank you to the Rangers and the Blackwell. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the home team, voting for your Somerville Highlanders. Those are flag carriers from Somerville Youth Hockey, Mila Preston and Nico Russo. Starting at left wing, senior assistant captain of the Highlanders, number 7, Chris Christensen. At center, And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to rise and move your hands to honor America and to preserve and protect us with the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome to Somerville Highlander Hockey on Somerville Ed TV. I'm Todd Harmon alongside Tyler Aragao, and tonight the Highlanders have senior night here at the Vet as we celebrate the senior careers of Matt DeAngelis, Chris Casesso, Tim Jones, Seamus Foley, and Patrick Salvato. But, Tyler, also an incredibly important game tonight as well, as the Highlanders ranked number 26 in Division 3, welcome in the number 10 ranked Methuen Rangers, a team that defeated them 7-2 earlier this season.
And this is a real measuring stick moment late in the regular season, and an opportunity to play a team that handled you just a few weeks ago in the midst of what's been a really strong stretch of play for the Rangers, who have won their last 6 games. These are two teams that are playing real hot down the stretch. The Highlanders, they handled business on Monday against Keefe Tech, 8-1 the final, their 4th straight win, 4 straight games scoring 6 or more goals. The first one tonight is going to be a big one, and with 3 seniors starting, it's going to have to come from one of them here tonight in their final home game at the Vet.
As the Highlanders starting forwards are Jones, Casesso, and DeAngelis, the 3 seniors on the ice tonight. It's Casesso and DeAngelis, both 100-point scorers in their career. Casesso on the mid-boards controls, trying to find DeAngelis in front of the net, as that was taken care of out front by O'Brien, the goalie for the Rangers, senior captain in the net. He had 22 saves against the Highlanders earlier this season.
And a good first chance there, just getting that shot on net, knowing Tim Jones lurking there around the net mouth.
As the Rangers have it in the Highlanders zone, Morris will send it towards the net. Braden Hart will pick it up for the Highlanders and carry it out. As Morris takes that one away, now driving in, dumps that one into the Highlanders zone. As Highlander goalie Damian Jackson, he's in the net once again after the win against Keefe Tech. As that one's fired in, kicked aside by Jackson, tough angle shot there. He was able to handle it as Hart gets a good hit on Morris. Puck goes around behind the net. Highlanders send it here near boards. Morris tries to keep it in, and he's able to. And Pinero will go to the corner and try to get it out for the Highlanders. As Casesso now cycles it around. Picked up by the Rangers for a moment. Dangerous here as Nestor has it. Called for in the middle by Lambert. Instead, Nestor will send it towards the net.
This is where you can get in trouble here, Todd. A real long shift in the defensive zone. You need a whistle or a clear.
Big shot there by Ronan, as that was handled well by Jackson. The rebound came off, and the Highlanders able to clear it out of the way. Tim Jones took care of that. Face-off stays in the Highlander zone.
Well, a couple real good plays along the near point by Sean Morris from Methuen. He holds it in twice, and it's sustained pressure that they're able to keep along the boards. Tough break for Casesso on the reverse. Puck got tangled up there in the referee's skates. But he had a couple good saves from Jackson early on in this hockey game. Damian, I thought, was really strong on Monday against Keefe Tech. He gets the net here again against Methuen, and so far so good.
Highlanders unable to clear there as Lambert kept it in. Now they're able to get it out of the zone. Liam Warden will carry it back for the Rangers.
And Todd, this is a Methuen team that's averaging over 4 goals a game. Their last 3 has seen them scoring 6 each, and each of them being wins. So this is a team that you can't spend a lot of time in your own zone defending against.
As DiCarlo gets that one towards the slot, knocked away by the Methuen defense, kept in by Doe at the point. As DiCarlo in the corner, trying to get to that puck, but taken away by Yarel. As Yarel gets it forward, pass across ice to Murray as he's taken down as he enters the Highlander zone by Pinero, but he comes away with the puck. Now the puck poked deeper into the Highlander zone. Pinero sent to the ice by Cody Lambert. And the whistle sounds. Face-off will stay in the Highlander zone. 12-17 remaining here in the first period. Big hits around the ice as Methuen getting physical.
Yeah, you can tell the visitors want to set that presence. Colin Robinson, one of their 9 seniors. Once again, mixing it up in the corner. Lambert's been a presence. And Somerville as a team has to find a way to respond.
McLaren speeds into the corner and gets that puck out. Now at the point, the shot goes in, bounces around. Jackson able to knock it to the side with his skate, with his boot. That one a big hit on Braden Hart, and the whistle sounds as Colin Robinson dropped the hammer there on Braden Hart. And Chris Capazzo being spoken to by the official, being asked to be quiet, I do assume, but the whistle did sound. Robinson will go to the box, and the Highlanders will have the power play.
I think it's almost to say you're getting the penalty, you're getting the power play that you want. The call was made. Robinson's laid a couple hits already in this game, but that one a little late along the boards with Hart having gotten rid of the puck along that near side. So I think it only really warrants a 2-minute call. I think maybe Coach Capazzo looking for a little bit more, but an opportunity on the man advantage now to try and strike first after a strong start for this Methuen side. A couple shifts, Todd, back to back. They had the Highlanders pinned.
So the Highlanders now with the man advantage weren't able to keep it in the zone after Casesso got an opportunity off the face-off by DeAngelis. Highlanders looking to move it out now with that man advantage as DeAngelis will carry it into the zone. Drops it for DiCarlo. DiCarlo will bring it in deeper, gives it to DeAngelis. It's DeAngelis along the boards. Casesso now with it, gives it to Doe at the point. Doe back to Casesso as the Highlanders try to find a way through this Ranger penalty kill. Casesso loses the puck there as Cashman will come away with it and is able to clear the zone as it's dumped down by Zach Anderson.
And Casesso just held on to it a little too long. Some indecisiveness there, and it kills you. And a real good read that time.
Casesso picks it up with speed into the zone, gives off to DeAngelis. Matt DeAngelis, the shot. O'Brien with the blocker, able to save it.
A real good chance there. The Highlanders right back in across the line, and no doubt Matt DeAngelis was going to take that shot from that area coming off a 4-point game on Monday.
Well, we talked about how both these teams heading to the playoffs. This is the type of matchup the Highlanders will have in the first round. And this is the type of intensity that we're seeing right now is a playoff level intensity. The hits are hard, the skating is fast, and it's going well for the Highlanders in that they have the man advantage for another 30 seconds. As Doe will send this one around. Highlanders trying to get an attack here with the end of this man advantage. Pasquale Candelino will pick it up behind the net. He will carry out. 12 seconds remaining in the penalty time for a rush. Candelino fires that one in. O'Brien closes the 5-hole and sends it away.
Perry getting back along with everyone in the blue and white sweater. A real good job by the Rangers collapsing around the net. Allows for them to get through the rest of that penalty kill.
Yeah, Robinson out of the box immediately got his stick on the puck, but the Highlanders able to carry it out as Ben DiCarlo had it. But quickly, Anderson gets the turnover in neutral ice as he's in. Now Tim Jones, he'll try to get that one out of the zone, and he does as he fires it all the way down ice. That will result in the icing with 9:33 remaining in the first period. The faceoff comes back to the Highlander zone.
And you understand wanting to move pucks quickly, especially because the Rangers have, at times, been able to hem the zone, but there was some time and space for Tim Jones to perhaps pick that puck up and skate with it. Instead, now you got to settle in and digging for an icing, but big face-off win from DeAngelis.
Yeah, DeAngelis gets the face-off win, but then picked up by Dylan Anderson as he skates around, makes the turn, fires that one in. Jackson with the right blocker is able to knock it aside. Warden tried to keep it in. It did stay in, so they didn't have to clear completely. Now the puck all the way down the far boards. Casesso will chase it down.
And 4 shots in this game for the Rangers, all 4 of them real good looking opportunities. And Jackson, sharp as attack as he was on Monday. That was real strong off the blocker.
As DeAngelis will collect it and neutralize, Braden Hart will dump it in and go for the change. Casesso will pick it up behind the net. As now DeAngelis picks it up far side, he'll circle back, try to poke that one in past O'Brien on that far side. O'Brien's got that stick right down. They try the other side as it's not dead yet. And Antonelli gets a bite in there too.
Yeah, they had to blow the whistle after that net came off. Really good job by Owen O'Brien down low.
Highlanders, good job there around the net. DeAngelis and Casesso trying to work it out from behind, not letting the puck come to any sort of stop, trying the far side as well as the near side, but O'Brien up to the task.
You like their ability to attack there. DeAngelis going right to the goal, and the senior Owen O'Brien twice there on both sides, able to go post to post, and just does a really good job blocking everything down low.
As Tim Jones attempts the forecheck there, was able to get the puck loose, and DiCarlo picks it up in neutral ice and sends it in. As the Rangers will send this one forward, carried forward by Quinn Ronan, as he's got speed into the Highlander zone. Around the back of the net, there's Pasquale Candelino going to the ice as he tried to apply the check. Nestor with it in the corner. He'll fire it back to the point. That's Nick Fennell. Now Fennell across ice. The shot from the point goes wide as Perry missed it. Perry picks it up back to Fennell here near side. Now called for shot in there by number 9, Quinn Ronan. A big slapper handled well by Damian Jackson.
And it was Ronan that started that entire play down the left wing. He brings the puck in using his feet, and then it's back up to the points where they've been able to control the puck. Nick Fennell with a real nice patient pass. He draws attention to him, floats it right into the wheelhouse of Quinn Ronan. Strong save by Jackson. Better rebound control too. That puck just hit him and it stayed right in his chest.
Absolutely. As Braden Hart able to carry this one out. Jackson looking good in the goal. You've talked about his positioning all season long, Tyler, and he again very well positioned so far. DeAngelis, speaking of positioning, right in the slot, and O'Brien is able to knock that aside and kept the rebound out. Shot from the point, he kicks aside with the left skate. The Highlanders are firing him at O'Brien, and he is meeting the task thus far.
Great stop there.
Jackson answers back from the shot by Anderson on the near side. Both goalies playing excellently so far. That one fired wide of the net by McLaren, held in at the point by Perry. Casesso is able to knock Perry away. The Highlanders able to carry it out. DeAngelis will poke it forward as it cycles down deeper. Anderson picks it up.
Well, great intensity in this first period, and the shot gets through. O'Brien makes the save. The rebound was available, but he dives back across, and he just got a poke on it before Casesso could make a bid at that open side.
And Ben DiCarlo on the forecheck there got a shot off as well that O'Brien had to fend off. Now the icing is going to be the call as the Rangers sent that all the way down. Nobody touched it, so the faceoff comes back to the Rangers in. 6:38 remaining here in the first period.
That's fast. It's hard hitting. A real high intensity level between these two teams who saw each other fairly recently back in late January. A 7-2 win for Methuen. But the Highlanders have reeled off 4 wins in a row since then, and they're playing like a different team here tonight. Starting off real strong on senior night.
No doubt about it, as seniors looking very good tonight. Doe unable to keep that one in, as Tim Jones logging a lot of ice time, playing very well, as is DeAngelis and Casesso, as we expect.
And a non-senior who is filling in for a senior, Matthew Pinheiro. He's played more and more, Todd, recently with Seamus Foley being out of the lineup. Been real impressive with what he's been able to provide in terms of defensive depth, which is something going forward, knowing Seamus Foley is graduating, something the Highlanders are going to have to try and replenish for next season.
No doubt about that. You look at Shane Doe, Pasquale Candelino, and Matt Pinheiro, all 3 doing really good work for the Highlanders on the defensive end.
And those will be 3 key returners coming back for Coach Capazzo next season.
As the Rangers cycled that one deeper, picked up by Lambert, Cody Lambert this time. Back to the point. Perry sends that one in, knocked aside. I believe Doe got the stick on that one.
He did.
As this one kept in, though, by Morris. So he does an excellent job once again. Shot there by Warden, goes wide. Now Casesso trying to collect it, and he will as he's moving down ice. Fires that one towards O'Brien, took a funky bounce, and he had to use the glove on it and just barely got it.
Nibbled a little bit of that near post as well, Todd. That puck took a very high hop at a very weird part of the ice, right in front of his crease.
Now
That's
the
hard
Rangers.
to track as a goaltender.
Rangers into the attack. Pasquale Candolino takes that one away, sends it back to Doe. Doe, very aggressive forecheck here by the Rangers. As Casesso looks to clear but is unable to, kept in at the point by Yarel.
They do a tremendous job at holding the line, this Rangers team. Pucks just do not get out of the zone easily.
Fired back in once again as Cashman didn't let it get out past the blue line. The Highlanders need to get this puck out. Another long shift spent in the Highlander zone. As that puck will squirt out as DeAngelis was able to get it down ice. It's not going to go all the way down for icing either. So the Rangers pick it up and play continues. Now that one gets through and it is touched in neutral ice. And so no icing from the Rangers.
Went off Lambert's stick.
Now Candolino tries to clear that one. He's checked from behind. Screened there by Pinero, but excellent vision by Damian Jackson as he was able to glove that one and hold on. 4:30 remaining in the first period.
Yeah, another puck that does not get out of the zone, and Yarel is able to hold it and get it through a couple skates. And it's difficult when you have to track it through the opposition, but when your own guys get in the way, it adds to the difficulty. And Jackson, really good awareness and positioning. He gets down and off the stick, he corrals the rebound.
Tim Jones, a really nice job on the face-up, but Highlanders again unable to clear. Rangers very aggressive on their forecheck as they pick it up now. Anderson back to the point to Yarel. He'll fire that one. Kicked aside by Jackson.
Puck's got to get out.
And the Highlanders still unable to clear, kept in by Anderson. As he fires that one over. Now McLaren picks up in the corner. Squeezing in is going to be Lambert. As he cycles it back to the point to Anderson. Lambert and Anderson playing a two-man game. Tried to be cleared, but Anderson will hold it in. As he fires that one wide of the net, McLaren picks it up mid-boards, fires back to the point, and there's Jackson loose in front of the net. And the puck is put in by Zach Anderson.
Well, Todd, that's what happens when you have several chances to clear and just can't. And the Highlanders were trapped out there for too long. Excellent job by Methuen keeping that puck alive out high along the blue line. Jackson's able to make a save once again through traffic.
Yeah.
He gets the right arm up on it, but the rebound got away from him and got away from everybody for the Highlanders. It went up into the air, landed right into the crease. Anderson finds it first. A real deserved and well-earned goal from Methuen with how they've been able to put pressure onto the Highlanders. And now Somerville's going to have to find a way to respond.
And a turnover right there as Warden is in. He fires that one. It's deflected up into the air and handled by Jackson in the glove. He'll hold on. 3:28 remaining here in the first period. Islanders now trailing 1-0 after the Zach Anderson goal. As Methuen just grinding the possessions here against the Highlanders, not letting the puck out of the zone, very aggressive on their forecheck, meeting the Highlanders mid-boards before they can clear. As they clear that one up the middle of the ice and they're able to get it out of the zone, but Perry picks it right up, sends it right back in. Now Casesso sends it across. Braden Hart chasing it around in neutral ice. Highlanders able to get a stick on it, and DeAngelis has it as he brings it into the zone. Poked away and out of the zone there by Methuen as the Rangers were able to get it out of the zone. The offside's called. 2:57 remaining here in the first period.
DeAngelis trying to walk that tightrope along the blue line, and I believe that was Dylan Anderson, number 22, who stuck real tight to him. Good stick, just did enough to force that puck out. Would have liked to see them dump that puck in and try and get after it.
Tim Jones wins that one. Highlanders dump it in to the zone. O'Brien had to make the save once again, but was able to knock it aside, and the Rangers now on the attack again. As Ronan, with speed, fires it back to the point. Famel, his shot goes wide. As DiCarlo, mid-boards, runs into another Ranger. Squeezing in is Famel. Now picked up at the point by Ronan. He'll fire that one. Jones gets the block on it. Antonelli unable to clear, and Cashman picks it up in the corner. So the Highlanders messing about in the corner, try to get it out. All the way across to the far boards. As Pinero battling around, shot towards the slot by Morris, but cleared away by the Highlanders. Nestor controls now from the corner, looks to pass to the slot. Perry coming in. Jackson was right there. Excellent job by Damian Jackson, and Pasquale Candelino fires off a shot looking for the 5-hole of O'Brien, but he closed it for business.
Some stuff after the whistle there as O'Brien makes the save. As the Highlanders finally can get a puck out of their own zone. They were desperate for a whistle. Doing a real good job insulating things around their own net. Jackson coming out, trying to tie up a loose puck, but it ends up working out for the Highlanders. They get the puck out off the boards. Antonelli just throws a long shot on net. You'll take anything at this point for Somerville. And then after the whistle, some extracurricular leads to the second penalty of the game against Methuen.
So Highlanders now get their second power play. Methuen able to kill off the first. Minute 40 remaining, so the Highlanders will have the man advantage until the end of this first period unless they score. Casessa has it, cycles it deeper. Perry will, Morris I should say, will chase it down and send it to the point and out as Doe could not keep it in. Doe gives to DeAngelis. As the Rangers take the puck away as he enters the zone.
Got to simplify things here on the power play, Todd. Get that puck across the red line, dump it in, and go after it.
As Doe unable to clear, now danger on the shorthand as the shot put forward by Dylan Anderson. He had 2 goals against the Highlanders at Methuen, but that time Jackson will glove it and hold on. Not what you want to see from the Highlander power play, though, as they give up the possession.
And it all starts from not being able to keep the zone, not being able to get pucks in deep and getting them to areas where you can go after them, and instead, Methuen, who's been real aggressive, really forcing the issue. They generate a great chance. I don't know what that was.
The 1 minute was remaining, and for some reason the buzzer went off.
I thought the period was over, but I realized that there was more time still to go.
The buzzer went off, I think, at the 1 minute mark or just under that for some reason. Of course, stopping play.
Works out for Methuen. They'll still get the face-off here in the attacking zone, but the Highlanders have had trouble controlling pucks after winning face-offs. Case in point, another one.
As once again, Methuen holds it in at the point. That one fired. Jackson had to stick it aside.
That was a tip.
As Lambert sent it towards the net, and then it was tipped by him. Now Cashman in the corner. Highlanders surrounding him, 51 seconds remaining in the Highlander man advantage, but Methuen will just waste the time here as that one's shot in. Jackson had to glove it. He'll drop it off. The Highlanders will get it out of their zone with 23 seconds remaining in the period.
They're all out of sorts.
As Methuen will cycle this all the way around, could not hold it in. Candelino needs to get rid of this puck, and he does. As DeAngelis will pick it up, 8 seconds remaining in the period. Blocked right there on neutral ice by Cashman, picked up by Jones. He tries to fire it towards the net, and that will do it. As the Highlanders, in a very, very competitive first period, able to hold down Methuen to only 1 goal, but the story of possession, a very dangerous thing for them, Tyler.
Yeah, they're certainly not winning that battle through the first period, and as a result, I mean, you'll take that 1-0 score. There were at times in this period, Somerville was pressed up in their own zone. They had to get some saves from their goaltender. Jackson was able to hold the fort, and all things considered, despite how that period went, it was better than it might have looked at times for the Highlanders. They had moments in that period where they were able to attack and generate chances, but they're going to have to find a way to level the possession game out as this thing goes forward.
No doubt about that. Head coach Chris Capazzo will be dealing with the X's and O's during this period break, and we will be back here on Somerville Ed TV with more senior night action here from the Vet. Second period action coming up in a moment. Veterans Memorial Ice Rink here in Somerville. Highlanders trailing the Methuen Rangers by the score of 1-0 after a very intense first period. I'm Todd Harmon alongside Tyler Aragao here on Somerville Ed TV as the Highlanders come out onto the ice against number 10 Methuen. We talked before the game. Win, lose, or draw, the Highlanders want to acquaint themselves well here on senior night at the Vet. And the first period, that was playoff hockey. That was playoff level, tough, very, very fast, and very, very good hockey.
It was intense in that first period. It had a real good pace and a real good level to it. Both of these teams throwing blows at each other, and for the Rangers at times in that first period, for real extended periods, they were the team that did push the pace of play, but you have to give credit to the Highlanders for how they were able to dig in. They showed a lot of resolve. They got some big saves from Damian Jackson, who I thought was real solid in that first period, and he had to be at times to keep this game close at 1-0. So for the Highlanders, through one period, you have to feel pretty good at how you're going in this game, despite your being down by just only a goal. You've got 14 seconds of power play time to work with. See if you can try, and at the very least, hold on to the puck here to start this period on a fresh sheet of ice.
Zach Anderson, the goal scorer for the Rangers, as the Highlanders will begin with the man advantage, and we are underway here in the second period as Chris Casesso, one of those seniors, a 100-point scorer in his career, along with Matt DeAngelis, out on the ice for the Highlanders here on the power play. Rangers able to clear it out as Shane Doe will collect it. You see that aggressive forecheck of the Rangers as they're able to steal the puck away, even short-handed. Will McLaren got the poke on it. They're able to hold it in at the point. Man advantage has expired as Yarel keeps it in at the point once again. Zach Anderson cycles it down deeper, right in front there. Damian Jackson, quick hands as that puck just rolled right out towards the crease, and he was able to grab it with the glove.
Their forecheck has really been a problem for the Highlanders in this game so far, and their ability to hold the line. Once they get that puck, they don't give it back up, and Yarel's done an excellent job holding the line. He gets it back down low, and they try the jam play down by that short side. Jackson, real quick left hand to freeze it.
Highlanders able to win. Doe sends it around, kept in by Morris as he cycles it deeper. Cashman sends it down deeper. Now Cashman looking for the shot in the slot as he comes sliding through. Sent back to the point, but Poulin keeps it in. The Rangers cycle that down deeper. Poulin back at the blue line. He'll hold that one in. As he tried to get it down, looking for Ronan. As it went around the net, Nestor far side gets that one off. And the Highlanders able to block that one and get it out of the zone.
Big block there from Timmy Jones. Took it right off those shin pads, who I'm surprised Tim still has the same shin pads after 4 years. I'd be shocked if he does. It's got to be worn down to the nub.
As Tim Jones looking for the block there, wasn't able to get it, but Damian Jackson squared up well once again, holds on to the puck, and is able to prevent any damage there.
And you look to your leaders, especially on a night like tonight, senior night, and Tim Jones with that big-time block right in the middle of his own zone, square off the shin pads, big rise from the Highlander bench. See if that can galvanize you as a team here to try and respond defensively as a collective unit, because it's going to take all five of you to try and solve what Methuen's been throwing at you so far.
Pinched in right there, the Methuen defender Perry, and Perry unable to keep it in this time as Casesso loses his edge there, moving down ice. Falls to the ice surface. Highlanders, though, able to hold it in as DeAngelis had it for a second. Now Doe, he'll dump it into the far corner. The Highlanders chase after that one. Picked up there as DeAngelis drops a hammer on Hurley. Puck is cleared out by the Rangers. Doe will dump it out of the Highlander end as DeAngelis will carry it. As Casesso, or I should say DiCarlo fires that one. That was Candolino, my apologies. As Candolino fired that one on O'Brien. O'Brien held on. Pasquale has had some excellent games, had a power play goal against Keefe Tech as he picked up his third goal of the season in that game. His game has really, really improved throughout the season as well.
And you'd like to see the Highlanders just continue that shot-first mentality when they get that puck in across the Ranger blue line, and Matty DeAngelis laying a big-time hit. Hits and shot blocks, a way to really get yourself into a game, especially when you're trailing by just a goal.
So Highlanders trying to hold this in at the point. Rangers will have to cycle it back. The Highlanders trying for the active forecheck. Antonelli gets out of the zone, but is able to dump it right back in. Gets a face full of glove there for his troubles. As he tries to stand up, Candolino holds that one in, fires it in as it was deflected up high over the head of the goalie O'Brien.
More good work there from the Highlanders, and it's the dump by Antonelli, a real physical and active shift for him. Had to take a couple checks, but the puck finds its way back to the point. Candolino gets it through a shot block, and Tim Jones just a bit too much there on the redirect.
Jones wins that one. Antonelli sends it over to the corner. Rangers will pick it up, though, as they have speed down ice. That was an offsides, as Kevin Nestor was across the blue line. 12:06 remains in the second period. Highlanders trail by a goal. The faceoff comes outside the Highlander zone.
That shot block really did give this Highlander bench some life. A couple good shifts now in the attacking zone. They're holding on to pucks, starting to make more plays and starting to be more accurate with their passes, I'd say, Todd. There have been a lot of moments in this game where they're just passing into space, passing to no one.
Slow getting to the puck there as Nestor was first to it behind the Highlander net. Held in at the point. Casesso trying to clear it away. Damian Jackson with the stick. Had to move that one aside. Another bite at the apple there by Nestor, and Jackson took care of it. Now down ice in the middle of a bunch of Rangers was Matt DeAngelis trying to break through. Highlanders able to hold it in, though.
Got to get back.
Now Rangers able to bust out of the zone. Highlanders able to muck it up enough in neutral ice to get back defensively. As Casesso will pick this one up. On the near side, he turns. Sends it back the other direction. Now Tim Jones tries to send that up the boards, but is unable to, and the Rangers come away with it. It's trumming around behind the net, looks for the pass to the point. Urel fires that one in. Redirect does not get on goal. Urel back with it, tries to fire that one in. He gets a face full of glove as well, but the puck stays in as Urel is able to stand firm at the blue line.
It's a real problem in this game the longer it goes on, Todd, because it only means the Highlanders are going to spend more time in their defensive zone and more time having to protect Damian Jackson in their net. And Urel, along with guys like Morris, Poulin as well, really everyone on this Ranger defense. Long active sticks, and they make strong plays with pucks. They know how to put them towards the net.
So Highlanders get that. DiCarlo mid-board sends it back around. Highlanders trying to get out of the zone, and they're able to. As DiCarlo spinning will enter into the Ranger zone. Over in the corner, DiCarlo mixing it up. Rangers now looking to clear as Bryce Murray awaits it, but DiCarlo cycles it deeper as Tim Jones and Bryce Murray getting it mixed up there. Jones holding on to Murray's stick, it looks like. Murray took some unhappiness with that.
A little gamesmanship there between those two getting tied up.
Two seniors battling one another there. Tim Jones, one of the three seniors out on the ice for the Highlanders. Murray, one of the 9 seniors for Methuen.
I think that's an instance where I'm okay with no penalties being called at all. That's just two guys battling out there. It's a 1-goal game. Two guys just fighting for ice, and you see that in these tight games, Todd. It's that game within the game.
As Tim Jones pinching down, able to poke that puck away. Now Candolino holds it in at the point, cycles it around. Jones behind the net has it. As the Rangers collapse down on him. DiCarlo unable to get the forecheck. Antonelli, though, pokes it away for a moment, but sent forward as Robinson goes in, fires the backhand, shovels it right in towards the crease, and Jackson has to cover up.
And another good save by Damian Jackson. Good anticipation, getting that paddle down for the save on that backhand try, which can be tricky. And Anderson just real determined to get to that puck. And I think it caught Squally Candolino by surprise. He was a little flat-footed, did just enough to recover, but Anderson being on the backhand still. Strong scoring opportunity, and Jackson with another strong save to keep this a one-goal game.
Good job by the Highlanders' second line, and now the first line is out as Casesso bursts into the zone, but the poke check is able to get it away from him. Nice job by Adam Lambert.
Things quickly diffuse. Methuen just wastes no time. It's like putting out a flame almost. Casesso picks that puck up off the face-off win. Plenty of speed, all the wind in his sails, but it's all diffused on a great poke check from Lambert.
Candolino holds it in at the point, fires that one in, rebound bouncing around. I think it came off a Methuen defender.
It did.
And then O'Brien is able to settle it as he gloves and holds on.
Off the stick, or off the skates, I should say, of Lambert. And good job by O'Brien down in the butterfly, taking away the lower half of the net, but tracks that puck. Gets the left hand down on it. But that's a puck that's won off a battle, and Candolino able to nearly get a shot through traffic. That's a recipe for success for the Highlanders. No Seamus Foley, obviously, tonight. But the more they can get shots from distance here, and the more they can land them on goal time, the better they have at trying to solve this Methuen defense.
It's Methuen now dealing with the Highlander forecheck as Candolino is able to poke it away, tries to control, but they're able to get it out. And now with speed down ice is Kevin Nestor. Nice job by Matt DeAngelis, but DeAngelis just got hammered into the boards there with a check by Nestor. As he pops right back up, Matty D, so tough. One of the seniors that they celebrate tonight. As he gets the cross ice pass to Casesso. Casesso and just couldn't quite get it on the forehand.
Tough to play that off the bounce there. He tried to reach behind him, but couldn't get to it. Would have had a chance.
That puck up in the air. Candolino let it out, sends it right back. Casesso. Pass inside to Antonelli, who fires that one. Stuck aside by O'Brien. Now the Rangers able to clear that one out. Candolino will pick it up, send it up ice, looking for Casesso. As Antonelli and Casesso dealing right here. Cross-check right to the face of Casesso as Aiden Cashman is going to go into the box. 8:07 remaining. Highlanders will get their third power play of the night. No need for that one for Mr. Cashman.
No, that was completely unprompted there, uncalled for. Cashman just an undisciplined moment. Got a little too hot under the collar, and Casesso just ate a cross-check square right into the chest. And this is going to be the third power play opportunity for the Highlanders. Haven't been able to do much with the man advantage, but they've kept this a one-goal score, and now this is the moment here with this power play opportunity. You've got to find a way to convert, because you don't know how many of these you're going to get here down the stretch.
Tim Jones in the face-off circle. Highlanders win it. It's Candolino at the point. He'll send it to Doe. Now Doe brings it here near side. Goes far side with the puck. Looking for it. Tim Jones down low, looking for that backhand, trying to get by O'Brien. O'Brien hugging the post, though, was able to prevent it.
I think Jones was trying to center that back out in front, but O'Brien real good with that stick. Takes the passing lane away.
It's a Highlander power play now, moving it up ice. Antonelli unable to control, picked up by Anderson as he is in. He will dump it behind the net. Rangers, as Zach Anderson back there, pressing it up against the boards. Tick, 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 tick. Minute 15 remaining in the power play. Highlanders bring it out.
Skate it.
As DiCarlo is in with the puck. He gets ridden off the puck by Elliot Perry. As DeAngelis down there trying to get the puck out, Casesso comes over to help as well. The puck still being pressed up against the boards. And the puck cleared out. Pass back to the point. Candolino was not able to get it as he just slid away from it.
Got turned onto his backhand there, and that's a tough break for the Highlanders after they were able to finally win that puck battle, which took nearly 20 seconds. Right off the clock.
30 seconds remaining in the man advantage. Casesso with speed into the zone. Into the slot, the pass goes, but knocked away. Nice stick work there by McLaren. Now in is Lambert as he looks to shoot that one. Highlanders able to get it away. Down ice, there's Casesso as he enters the zone. He'll circle back, looking for some help. Man advantage for another 9 seconds. They cycle it around, fired over here to the near side. Candelino tried to get it with the glove to put it down. Now, McLaren gets it poked away for a moment. Murray will cycle it deeper.
Well, some real hairy moments there on the power play. Shane Doe blew a tire and despite wiping out, was able to just get enough of his stick on that. Took away a quality shorthanded look.
Teams are at even strength now, and Methuen once again possesses in the Highlander zone as Adam Lambert sends it deeper. That one fired wide of the net all the way around, and Methuen will have to chase it down as O'Brien will set it up behind the net. 5.5 minutes remaining. Highlanders get a change. As Candelino chases it to the corner, tries to clear, but whiffs on it. Bryce Murray gets it down deeper.
Good recovery there. Candelino got the stick in there to poke it off Murray.
That one sent in by Ronan, deflected wide. Once again, Damian Jackson well positioned as Adam Cashman was right there on the doorstep.
Wide open and uncontested too.
Now Matt Ben DiCarlo showing some speed down ice, trying to get there before the icing penalty, and he wasn't quite able to. Highlander fans appreciating the hip check. As Kevin Nestor into the boards. 5:01 remaining. Face-off will come back to the Highlander zone. As the officials recognize this is a very intense game, they're letting them play, no question about it.
No doubt. I think in other instances you may see a penalty called there due to the fact that it was on an icing, but perhaps they deemed that hit came just at the whistle, and I've enjoyed the fact that for the most part they've allowed for this to be a physical and intense game.
As that face-off one shot by the Rangers wide of the net. And they pick up the puck yet again with their possession. Ronan cycles it down deeper. Now back to the point. That's Herland. As Herland's shot gets deflected wide by Tim Jones. Herland back at the point. Nestor thinks about Ronan, thinks about him. Now Nestor picks it up. Sends it wide to Lambert. Lambert will cycle it deeper. As Ronan now. Methuen just taking their time, trying to find a passing lane, looking for a shot in the middle. As they have right out in front, Aiden Cashman working in front of the net. As that puck unable to be cleared around, pass to the slot, Cashman trying to get the stick on it. It's backhanded shot goes wide. Now puck against the boards as Cashman will come out with it. Drops it to the point to Herland. Back to Cashman as he'll make the turn.
Highlanders need a whistle. Badly.
It's a battle right in front of the net. There's Cashman. As Cashman's able to poke that one home. Jackson left the rebound sitting there, didn't realize it, and Cashman was Johnny on the spot to get the goal.
Well, that's what happens once again when pucks don't get out of the zone. Couple opportunities to get clears. The Rangers don't let them. It's a point shot that gets through. You get the first save from your goaltender, but it gets behind him on the stick side. Cashman, the only player there at that back post. He's uncontested to poke it in, and the Highlanders now, late in the period, trail by 2.
Casesso gives off to DeAngelis. DeAngelis couldn't quite get it to Casesso. So he left the puck behind, thinking about that cross slot pass.
You could just feel that goal building up for the Rangers with how they were able to keep the pressure alive and sustain it. Jackson can only make so many saves, and the defensive lapses just far too many.
Zach Anderson sends that one right through the slot for the Rangers. DeAngelis unable to pick the puck up. Rangers will cycle it down deeper yet again. As squeezing in at the point is Urel. He'll cycle it all the way down. Back to Urel at the point. Urel will fire that one towards the far corner where it's picked up by Dylan Anderson.
Rangers just getting to every loose puck.
Now Morris goes to Dylan Anderson. The Highlanders able to poke that away for a moment. But once again, pitching down, there's Morris as he sends it deeper. Dylan Anderson behind the net, tried to send it out, but got caught up on the outside of the netting. Morris yet again pinches in. Highlanders will pick this one up though, as Candelino's got speed down ice. He's got Casesso looking for the slot. As Candelino tries to get that one in, and O'Brien is able to take care of it.
You got to keep your hands down here and keep your composure. You do not want to send this Methuen team on a power play. Love the effort, though, from Candelino. You could hear Casesso calling for the pass, but I don't think it would have been a play that Squally would have been able to make. So he goes to his backhand and tries to shovel one through on the short side. Brian does a real nice job to hold his ground, but that's what Somerville needs to do more of here with 2:29 to go in the period. It's something they need to find a way to carry over into the third if they want to get back into this game, as they're going to get yet another power play opportunity after another post-whistle scrum leads to the Rangers going down a man.
Yeah, the Highlanders seem to be getting under the Rangers' skin a little bit. Fourth power play of the night, but they have not been able to cash them in, and their possession on power play has been dicey at times.
Rangers have done a really good job not only getting pucks out of their zone, but killing time off the clock. They've pinned pucks in deep, they've pinned pucks up along the boards, and they've made it real difficult once they do get pucks out for the Highlanders to try and break back in. So this upcoming face-off, crucial. And DeAngelis, all but likely the man to take it. He's got to try and win this cleanly back. And then they've got to have a shot-first mentality here from the point, whether it's Candelino or Dell.
Sean Morris serving the penalty there as he got called for that one. Now Candelino in a race with Cody Lambert. Candelino wins it to Shane Doe, as Doe is able to get past the forecheck. Now with this aggressive forecheck, the Highlanders looking for some numbers, but unable to get it through neutral ice cleanly. DeAngelis looking to get it behind the net, but Perry reverses things and sends it down ice.
Heard the footsteps of DeAngelis and knew that the hit was going to come, so he slammed on the brakes and then just fired it up the open side.
As Doe gets it to Candelino here near side. Candelino shovels that one, but it's cleared away easily by Nick Famel. Now Doe once again, minute 20 remaining in the power play for the Highlanders. Candelino on the near boards. As the Highlanders get it up to DeAngelis. DeAngelis is in, he fires. O'Brien with the stick side, able to glove it aside. The blocker was able to knock that one away. Highlanders in the corner now, get it to Candelino mid-boards. Candelino cycles it deeper. Now Tim Jones unable to get that one behind the net after Casesso was sent to the ice. 45 seconds remaining in the penalty, a minute 15 left in the period. As DeAngelis reverses, and he will carry this out. DeAngelis through neutral ice, gets past Anderson. Looking for the pass to the slot. As he goes in behind the net, on the ice, on his butt. As now, Shane Doe gives off to Tim Jones. Jones tries to get it to DeAngelis, but that's poked aside by Perry. And Candelino unable to keep that one in as Casesso did hit it. Puck comes out of the zone. Face-off will stay in the zone, as the officials discuss.
And they're getting pucks in deep, and they're going to work. Much better looking on this fourth power play for the Highlanders. But it's just hard to penetrate this defense. Big and layered for the Rangers. Stick presence is strong. They've gummed up the passing lanes really well, and they know to take away DeAngelis and Casesso.
And DeAngelis whiffed at that one as he tried to slap her. Now Pinero here near side board cycles this one deeper. Highlanders, man advantage is over. 24 seconds remaining in the period as that's right out in front of O'Brien, but Antonelli couldn't quite get it past him as Hart took a shot at it too.
Look out.
Now bouncing out, very dangerous as Will McLaren as he is in against Jackson. Jackson stows him with the right stick. What a kick save by Damian Jackson. As that's right out in front and no goal. as Jackson is able to hold the puck out as it was in his crease.
What a save for Damian Jackson. In the dying seconds of the period, Will McLaren breaks all alone. Jackson with that right leg, a massive stop to keep this a 2-goal deficit for the Highlanders. And then at the end, right before the buzzer, he has to dive back with the body, the glove, the arm, everything sprawled out along the ice to keep that puck from squeaking under him. Massive sequences late for the Highlander goaltender. The effort is there, Todd. They're not on the scoreboard yet through 2 periods, but they're hanging in there against a really good Methuen team.
No doubt about it. Senior night here at the Vet, but the sophomore in the net, Damian Jackson, holding the Highlanders in with his play. It's a 2-goal deficit here on Somerville Ed TV. We will be back for third period action in a moment. Todd Harmon alongside Tyler Aragao. Tyler, Highlanders down by 2 goals here on senior night. The seniors need to figure out a way to grab this possession. We've seen Tim Jones electrify the bench with a block. We've also seen Casesso and DeAngelis. They've gotten some open ice, but they've not been able to convert yet.
Yeah, and the Rangers, to their credit, have marked them well and have marked them consistently throughout this game. They're obviously the engine that drives this Somerville team and this Somerville offense, and they've been held in check so far. But you've got 15 minutes now left. It's your final game here at home. What do you have remaining in the tank here against a really strong program in Methuen, who's come in with 12 wins on the season? They've won their last 6, but you've got a chance in the third period, and that's all you can ask for. Courtesy of your sophomore goaltender, Damian Jackson. A massive breakaway save with 7 seconds left in the period, showing off a little Dom Hasek diving back, covering up a loose puck with just about 2 seconds, maybe even 1, as Methuen nearly got a buzzer beater to make it 3-0. That certainly would have been the dagger. Jackson keeps them alive. You've got a faint pulse. Can you get some more life now injected into you for this third period?
Can the saves by the sophomore help get the win on senior night? As we do celebrate the 5 seniors, want to name them really quickly before we get into the third period. Patrick Salvato, the senior team manager, colleague of mine, as a matter of fact, colleague of ours, Tyler, as he filled in on color commentary one evening here on Somerville TV. Of course, Seamus Foley out with a suspension after an ill-advised hit against Haverhill. And of course, the 3 on the ice tonight, Tim Jones, Chris Casesso, and Matty DeAngelis. Casesso, DeAngelis, the 200-point scorers, and DeAngelis breaks in, looking for a shot right off the bat here as we open out the third period. Highlanders unable to hold that puck in, though, as Candelino will pick this up behind the Highlander net. Doe touches it to DeAngelis, who will get it out of the zone, but fired right back in by the Rangers as Morris got it back into the zone. Once again, Rangers controlling here, Zach Anderson, but Doe able to get it away. And now Braden Hart will carry it out for the Highlanders as DeAngelis gets into the attacking zone. That one blocked. Good stick work there by Yero. He's been excellent for the Rangers. DeAngelis, far boards, gives off to Casesso. There's Tim Jones as he shovels that one towards the net. I don't know whether O'Brien got it or the side of the netting, but either way it went to the outside. Now Ronan in with speed. As he fires that one, Damian Jackson knocks it aside, and there's Ronan again on the far side. Dropping it here to Morris, who fires it towards the net. It's knocked away.
That was a good save by Jackson there. Methuen had an option to pass. Ronan opted to go short side, and Jackson got the stick on it.
Euro pinching in now as he goes all the way behind the Highlander net. Casesso comes away with the puck as he's able to get it out of the zone. But the Rangers dump it right back in, and they make the change. As Tim Jones will touch that one up, no icing as it goes down. Famel back behind the net with Tim Jones. As Famel comes away with it, Ronan will send it up ice. Touched nicely to himself as Nestor, as the ref goes down onto the ice surface. Fortunate not to be hit there by Nestor as he broke in.
He's trying to pick up that loose net guard. Somebody lost it there. It was in that near circle.
As this one sent through the slot clean, Anderson not in front of the net right now. As Perry will cycle this one deeper. Gets it here near side to Nestor. As Cashman is there lurking as well for the Rangers, Nestor comes out with it. He will send it to the far side, sent in by Ronan, and there's Damian Jackson once again as he makes the stop.
I think Damian's got to get his helmet fixed. The plastic throat protector looks like it got untied on one side, but he's able to stick with the play. Highlanders once again have trouble getting the puck out of their own zone. Real good rink-wide passing, the east-to-west passing. Methuen had no trouble finding open sticks and open teammates. Jackson able to make a good save and get the whistle as they try and fix his helmet over by the boards.
Yeah, while Jackson's getting his helmet worked on, I want to remind everybody the Highlander hockey team, of course, will be in the playoffs. The Highlander girls basketball team will be in the playoffs as well. Boys basketball needs to win 2 of 3 of their remaining games. All 3 of those games will be on Somerville Ed TV beginning on Valentine's Day as the Highlander boys look to make it a clean sweep for the Highlanders into the playoffs here in the winter sports. As Methuen controlling the puck, keeping it in the zone. Highlanders able to clear it out this time. As Hart sent it across looking for Casessa. Now Candolino in neutral ice. As Braden Hart tries to propel the puck forward a bit more. And DeAngelis comes out with it, gives to Casessa. Casessa will dump that in to the near side of the net. Hart chases it. DeAngelis gets the stick to it there in neutral ice, but it's picked up by Cody Lambert as Lambert is in. He goes all the way around the Highlander net. Famel gets it at the point, sends it in, but Doe picks up the block shot and is flying down ice. The shot there, and O'Brien just whips the glove out and holds on to that Cassesso shot.
Well, finally, numbers up ice for the Highlanders. It starts with Shane Doe making a good play in his own zone and then leading the breakout right up the middle of the ice to Furs over to the left where Casesso's finally able to get some time and space. That's the best look Chris has gotten all night. And O'Brien right at the top of his crease, confident with the glove.
Methuen with that very, very aggressive forecheck as well as how they aggressively cycle down low consistently. They've got to have the opportunity. The Highlanders with the speed can get numbers. As you see here, Candolino as he breaks down ice, but he is ridden off the puck. Adam Lambert, well played there. Candolino looks to DeAngelis in the slot, just couldn't get it to him. DiCarlo, I should say, in the slot.
That was DiCarlo, and it would have been a golden look too, but the puck just slipped under his forehand.
This one cycled lower by Tim Jones. Now the Rangers dealing with the Highlander forecheck as they are able to clear the puck out. As Zach Anderson sends it around the Highlander net. Far side, whiff there by Robinson. Now Hurlin sends it to the slot, shot there by Robinson, and once again there was Damian Jackson.
Just got a piece of that off the glove, maybe a little bit of the left pad as well.
As DiCarlo chases that one down, but the Rangers able to get it into the attacking zone as Robinson is in, fires that one, and Damian Jackson stands tall.
Save after save, Damian Jackson having a real good game here, a great game in fact, on senior night.
No doubt about it. You know, Chris Capazzo has been going back and forth between Colin Rosas and Damian Jackson. Jackson, he may have found himself a playoff level goalie. He's playing that level tonight.
Absolutely, and this could easily be 4 or 5, if not more, for the Rangers here tonight. Jackson's kept it close, he's kept it respectable. He's done everything a goaltender can do, and that's give your team a chance to win.
As this one cycled around by the Highlanders, Cassesso will look to carry out, and he does. He's got Braden Hart to his right. He fires that one, kicked aside by O'Brien as he barely got the right skate on it.
That was a deceptive shot, too, from Chris Cassesso. He tried to use Morris as a screen. Threw the timing off just a bit, but a great reaction from O'Brien last moment with the blocker.
Now the Rangers, as Urel will dump it in. Here near side, Cashman first one to it. As Candolino battling along the boards. Now Nestor has it, gets it out into the slot, trying to connect up with Ronan. But once again, there's the stone wall known as Damian Jackson.
Well, and last year, Todd, we celebrated a senior in Robbie Larkin, and he graduated, and that opened up a hole in this Highlander roster. And Coach Capazzo had a pair of sophomores who didn't play a ton as freshmen as his options, and the rotation's been nice. Both guys have gotten chances. Both guys have played well. But right now, it's Damien's net.
As that got through to Jackson, the rebound bandied about, and the Highlanders come out with his. Candelino has it with speed, but he's unable to control. Now Tim Jones sends it back to the far boards, and that is cycled out by Candelino. Dumped back in by the Rangers. Pinero controls, gets it to Antonelli mid-boards. There's that mid-board check that we've seen. Cody Lambert in there. There's Dylan Anderson as well as there. Jones tried to clear that one out, and the foul will be called. Highlanders will be up a man yet again as Tim Jones went down hard. Very hard check there. As the foul's been called, Jones having a hard time getting up. Hard check. As Bryce Murray will be sent to the box after that check on Tim Jones. Highlander trainer Michelle Kelly will check him out over on the bench. Hopefully Timmy can get back out onto the ice surface. What a tough competitor Tim Jones is.
He really is, and it takes a lot to knock him out of a game and to knock him out of a contest. Just went down real awkwardly, got tangled up, hit the ice hard. Murray upends him, the legs go out. It's hard to brace yourself hitting that ice. Must-score power play, though, coming up here, Todd, for the Highlanders. They got to get on the board here to give themselves some hope.
As Candelino will cycle that deeper, but didn't play it cleanly, and the Rangers got the opportunity to clear.
That's a break right there for the Highlanders because that goes off the protective netting. Rangers trying to use the glass. That's Perry trying to rim it around hard, but it's going to reset things in the attacking zone, and you need DeAngelis to cleanly win this face-off.
And he does win it. So the Highlanders have it mid-boards. Candelino now at the point, back to DeAngelis. DeAngelis gets it to Casesso at the point. So now they're trying the seniors at the point on the power play. Rangers able to take that away in the corner, and the puck gets past DeAngelis, who was trying to hold in at the point. Now DeAngelis will pick it up behind the net, being chased by Cashman. And Cashman will come away with the puck. Just that strong forecheck, even with the man advantage, as the backhand shot there by Robinson goes up high. And Robinson, a hard hit. Fans not happy with that. As Doe is in, puck is to the corner with Matt DeAngelis. Casesso now late down ice. She was wrapped up back there with Colin Robinson. Casesso sends it over, swing and a miss by Candelino. Now Robinson with Casesso will chase, and Casesso sends Robinson down, but that allows Dylan Anderson to pick up the puck and put it in the back of the net.
That's going to be a shorthanded goal for Methuen. Tough break for the Highlanders. Their power play just has not been able to generate. And the Rangers have been dangerous when shorthanded in this game. Casesso, long shift for him. He's got to come all the way back. A massive collision between him and Robinson, but the Highlanders just couldn't get back enough in layers. And Jackson, who's been great in this game, he's come up with big saves. That time, it's a 50-50 puck, and he gets beat clean to the stick side. And that all but likely will be the dagger from Methuen here with 7.5 to go. It's going to be real tough for the Highlanders now to try and find 4 goals to win, 3 goals to tie.
7.5 minutes remaining as the official talking to the head coach of the Rangers for a moment. Now Candelino will cycle that down in for the Highlanders. Man advantage still for 35 seconds as Doe unable to keep that one in. Highlanders have to clear the zone. Rangers able to pick it up as they send it here to the near corner. McLaren will pick it up. Doe, nice job taking it away from him. But then there are the Rangers, and Zach Anderson will get it. And Anderson's shot gets through. Jackson has to stop it. Another shot by McLaren.
3 stops.
Stops it as he's stoning Zach Anderson. That shot from the point gets blocked down. Tim Jones back on the ice surface. Now Morris.
Another stop.
Cycles that down.
That's 4 for Damian.
4 shots on this shorthanded situation. Now it's a even strength situation. As Tim Jones tries to get down ice, Sean Morris will pick it up for the Rangers. Rangers lead by 3, 6.5 remaining.
Highlanders have to find a way to go back to just playing hockey, because Methuen right now is just taking advantage of this disjointed and discombobulated play. Somerville should be considering themselves very fortunate this is only 3-0 because their goaltender has kept them in this game.
Good job there by Braden Hart as he was able to get the stick to it and knock it out of the zone. Big hit there by Matt DeAngelis. Along the bench area for the Highlanders, whistle sounds. The puck, let's see, will be out of the zone. No penalty there.
Pop McLaren's helmet off. The hits have been some of the only things outside of the saves from Jackson that this Highlander crowd has been able to cheer about. You've got 6 minutes to go, though. Don't want to get shut out.
As Morris fires that one in, the Rangers will get their attack going. Over in the corner, there's Ronan, as Jackson will hold on to it after the shot by Ronan. Tempers flare after the whistle.
You got to keep these tempers pinned down. You don't want to run the risk of a major. You don't want to run the risk of a suspension late in the season. This time is winding down in this game. You want to continue to play hard. You've done that in this contest. It hasn't gone your way, but you want to finish this job right. And at the very least, try and get a goal here on senior night.
Absolutely. Case in point for why you've got to keep your composure. Sitting right in front of us and not on the ice surface is Seamus Foley. On senior night, suspended this evening due to an ill-advised hit. Braden Hart will clear that one out for the Highlanders. Now Casesso, as he looks to get it into the zone, but it's taken away by the Rangers. 5:15 remaining in the game. Ronan with speed into the zone. But
look out, look out, look out.
Watch out now as the tempers have boiled over.
He shot it after the whistle, and
puck was shot at the net after the whistle. Chris Casesso, oh my goodness gracious.
Can't have this.
Kevin Nestor did not need to do that at all. As Casesso's going to get his piece in now. And our referees have to hold him back.
And this is exactly what you did not want here at the end of this game. The play goes offside. Kevin Nestor takes the shot. And that is what just prompts all of this. But you can't have it if you're the Highlanders. Down in this game. You've played it well and you've played it right, but this is not the right way to go about things for either side here.
No doubt about it. Now, I will say Casesso was skating away from the incident before, and Nestor decided to take a shot, and that was completely unnecessary. And I also have to say, I understand Candelino going strong into the corner after they dropped a shot on your goalie after the whistle.
Absolutely. That was something that's always been an unwritten rule of sorts in hockey, and when that happens, there's going to be a response, one side to the next, and it's all that stems after it. Guys start to pair up with each other, and other conflicts start to break out away from the original one, and that's what happened there between Casesso and Nestor, and you've only got 2 referees out there as well to try and maintain control of all of it, but
well, and here's a dangerous thought, or a problematic thought for the Highlanders, because Chris Casesso, because of those extracurriculars, incredibly important player, 100-point scorer. They have only 2 more games left in the regular season. And so if suspensions are handed out, what are those suspensions going to be?
Exactly, and that's why you don't want to even jeopardize yourself and put yourself in that situation. And, you know, now you're going to have to be at the mercy of discipline, and discipline, I'm sure, will be handed out, because when the game boils over like that, you put yourself in position to be subject to that kind of discipline, and that goes for both sides.
Yeah.
And both parties are involved in this. It takes two to tango.
As we'll see, we are trying to see nobody heading to the box yet, it appears.
Or to the dressing rooms.
Or to the dressing rooms, as I'm noting.
Somerville penalty number 3, Antonelli. 2 minutes for roughing and 10-minute misconduct.
Antonelli gets a 10-minute misconduct. Quinn Ronan gets a 10-minute misconduct.
I'm surprised Nestor and Casesso aren't getting anything out of that.
I am utterly shocked that Nestor is not getting anything. Casesso
They get
certainly as well.
They get the first two combatants in Ronan and Antonelli, but there was plenty of more that came out of that. Still 5:14 left to go in this game. You've got to keep your emotions in check.
It appears they have the power play on the wrong side here, as I think Antonelli got the additional minor along with the 10-minute misconduct. So the Highlanders
Methuen
may
should be
down.
on the power play here.
Yes. As Chase Mobilia has gone into the box for the Highlanders, serving Antonelli's penalty.
Faceoff's coming outside into neutral ice. That might be a break for the Highlanders. I don't know how it doesn't come back inside the attacking zone, but
Up on the scoreboard currently, the penalty is being listed for, the power play is being listed for the Highlanders, but as they've cleared the players from the ice surface, referees trying to explain what they are doing in this situation. Methuen, head coach, wants to figure out the situation.
I believe Coach Pazzo might have called a timeout to try and talk things over before this penalty kill. Still 5 minutes to go, 5:14 to go. Good amount of time to be played. And you're trailing in this game 3-0. You want to finish this out the right way.
No
and that's
doubt
with
about it.
keeping your emotions in check, continuing to play hard, within the rules, doing the things you've done well in this game. Try to support your goaltender, Damian Jackson, here. He's been easily their best player, and said it throughout the broadcast tonight, Todd. Very fortunate to this point that it's only 3-0. That's how good Damian's been tonight. Can you help him out here a little bit on this penalty kill? Because with how Methuen's been able to move the puck, this is their first power play of the game.
Yeah.
And you know they're going to want to stick this one in the back of your net.
So Methuen will have the man advantage. 2 minutes here, 5:14 remaining here in the game as Antonelli and Ronan both out. Methuen carries it in, Warden does. As he reverses, sends it back to the point. That's Nestor with the puck. As Nestor sends it across to Anderson. Now Nestor once again. Back to Anderson, and Anderson finds the wide open net as the back and forth gets the best of the Highlanders, and the power play goal winds up for Dylan Anderson.
It's just great passing. They work it across east to west. Nestor had a lot of space to walk in and try and shoot. Draws all four guys to him and just zips it on across. Nothing Jackson could do. He tried to dive back with the stick and the blocker. But a great shot from Anderson to just deposit that top shelf and just adds the cherry on top for the Rangers here.
Yeah, 4-0 lead now for the Rangers. 4:51 remaining. Highlanders looking to salvage something, maybe find a goal, not get shut out here on senior night. As this has been a very intense game. I would say playoff atmosphere here at the Vet. As the crowd definitely came out for this senior night.
They're going to try and pull the goaltender here. See if they can get that goal.
Extra skater on the ice for the Highlanders as they trail 4-0. Tim Jones gets it out to Doe, to Candelino at the point, back to Doe. As the Highlanders have their goalie out. Now Antonelli gets it to Candelino. Down to the corner to DeAngelis. As DeAngelis circles, tries to find and looks for Tim Jones, but there was O'Brien.
Good stop down low. Good setup from DeAngelis.
DeAngelis once again. He will reverse. As he gives it once again to Jones. That shot goes wide. DiCarlo tried it. Candelino tries it. That one goes wide as well. Doe will hold it in at the far point. Now Candelino, but he's unable to hold on to it. And now they're open net, open to opportunity as Josh Harold picks up the empty net goal.
First goal for him. They'll grab the puck. They all count the same as he puts it into the empty net. Tough break for Candelino at the line. It was a great pass back up to him, but the puck just got off his blade. Allowed for the Rangers to break out with the net wide open. Harold just has to slide it in, and he'll collect the first of his career from Methuen. They've got to put Jackson back in. No.
Capazzo sending Jackson back out.
Got to at least start with him in the net. I doubt they would pull him again, though. 3:37 left.
Capazzo disagreeing with the ref, saying he can keep his player over there, I think is what he's saying. He's trying to coach up or talk to, I think, Ben DiCarlo over there. Or Candelino. I think it may be Candelino.
Highlanders are going to get whacked with the delay of game penalty. Took too much time.
As Antonio Lewis will go and serve that penalty.
Just a tough way to end this game, Todd. It was a real good battle and a real good effort. And unfortunately, the final score isn't going to totally reflect this game for the Highlanders.
DeAngelis breaks in. He fires that one. It goes wide. As Braden Hart will dump that back in, but the Rangers will pick it up as Warden sends it here near to Cody Lambert. As Lambert carries in. Ridden off the puck, Highlanders will send it all the way around and all the way down. Power play for the Rangers, so no icing. 3 minutes remaining in the game, 1:20 remaining in the Ranger power play. The Highlanders trailing 5-0 here on senior night. That's going to go for an icing. Face-off will come all the way back down to the Rangers' end. 2:49 remaining in the game, 1:13 left in the Highlander bench penalty. As Capazzo keeping Candelino near the bench, I think just to prove his point.
Might as well.
Might as well.
What are they going to do? Give you another delay of game penalty?
As that puck goes into the zone, there's Harold as he picks it up, sends it back to the point. Famel cycles it deeper. As Brady Herlin now gets it back to the point, shot by Urel, blocked down by Tim Jones, and Ben DiCarlo sends it down ice. As DiCarlo picks it up behind the net, thought about trying to tuck that one in, but wasn't able to get to it. Candelino fires that one, it goes wide to the far side. 2 minutes remaining in the game. 20 seconds left in the power play for the Rangers as Michael Urel all the way down ice. He will deke and head in, but loses the puck right at the end there. Jackson covers.
Got 13 seconds to go until you get through the rest of this kill. The Rangers have pulled back a bit. Here now up by 5. The power play not as crisp, not pushing as much. They're 1:49 away from securing their 7th straight win.
As they work it across to Zach Herlin. Herlin fires that one in. Got through Damian Jackson, and he dives over to get a hold of it as it just squirted through the pads, but not into the net, and Jackson covers up.
And that was similar to that goal that got past him in the second period where the shot broke through him on the stick side. It just squeaked past that near post, and Jackson got some help, bought him enough time to dive back and cover.
That one won by the Highlanders as Candelino will pick it up. Man advantage is over. Matt Costa out on the ice for the Highlanders. Candelino ridden into the corner. Now Hart on the forecheck. Minute 20 left in the game. As that will go for an icing. Face-off comes back to the Rangers' end. Of course, senior night here. Not the way the Highlanders wanted to end it, losing 5-0 currently with a minute 15 remaining. But tremendous careers for these seniors. As Seamus Foley, a tremendous career as a defenseman for the Highlanders over his career. Just excellent offensive as well forces. He had 17 goals throughout his Highlander career. Tim Jones, a great career for the Highlanders, as Timmy had 21 goals in his Highlander career, 17 assists as well in his 4-year career. And of course, Chris Casesso and Matt DeAngelis, the 200-point scorers for the Highlanders. Just incredible careers. It's really a great chance to see these kids play together the way they've developed together, and the fact they're going to the playoffs for the 3rd straight season just really talks about how great they've been.
Remember all the way back when they were freshmen, got to call their first ever goals as Highlanders, and now 4 years later, the time just goes by so fast, and they've represented this program, all of those kids have, tremendously well. A tough result here on senior day, but like I said earlier, Todd, this 5-0 score doesn't quite reflect the entire story of this game with how the Highlanders were able to play for a majority of it.
No doubt about that. Highlanders now playing out the last 10 seconds. As this will end the careers of Jones, Casesso, and DeAngelis here on the ice surface at the Vet. What careers they have been. As Casesso and DeAngelis, the 100-point scorers. Tim Jones, such an improved skater over the seasons, and really a great player as well. And possibly the Highlanders tonight may have found themselves a starting goalie of the future, because Damian Jackson, a tremendous game between the pipes for the sophomore.
Yeah, he was excellent, and you know, the shorthanded goal, the power play goal in the 3rd period kind of ballooned the score a bit, but he kept this a 2-0 game through 2 periods, made big saves at big moments. The breakaway save in the dying seconds of the 2nd period, that one stood out in particular. Unfortunately, the Highlanders just couldn't find a way to crack this real stingy Ranger defense when they did get their chances. Owen O'Brien was real solid in the net. Nothing cheap was going to get past him tonight, and the Highlanders just couldn't get anything else open. Credit to the Methuen team, how they were able to play and shut down Casesso and DeAngelis for most of the night. And all around, Methuen now 13-3-2, 7-game winning streak for the Rangers here down the stretch, as the Highlanders see their 4-game winning streak come to an end, fall to 10-8.
Absolutely, they fall to 10-8. 2 more games remaining on the season, as they will be on the road at Haverhill on Saturday afternoon at 4. Then it will be on the road at Beverly next Wednesday the 19th at 7:30, and that will complete the regular season with that game at Beverly. Then we await the playoff matchup. We should find out playoff matchups the weekend of the 21st and 22nd. So you can check out MIAA.net as the Highlanders coming out, banging the sticks, giving it up for their fans, who really showed out tonight as well. Great job by the Highlander fans tonight on senior night coming out. Keep your eyes on MIAA.net. That is where you'll find your playoff matchups for the girls basketball team, the boys hockey team, as well, hopefully, as the boys basketball team, as they look to win 2 out of their last 3 and get into the playoffs as well. That's going to do it for us this evening. Thank you very, very much, Tyler. It's been a fantastic season.
Awesome season, Todd.
On the ice with the Highlanders. Really, really do appreciate it.
We've had a blast.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. Thank you, Tyler Aragao, on commentary. Thank you for watching at home. Thank you very much, Michaela Coffeen on camera, Joe Constantine taking care of direction tonight. I am Todd Harmon, and you have been watching Somerville Highlander Hockey on Somerville Ed TV.